Okay, we're back on our On the Line segment brought to you and us by all of our friends at Puro Clean. And for this segment on the line, we've got Ryker Jones. Ryker, how you doing today, bub?
Good, how are you?
I'm doing good. First off, love the hat, and of course it's a flat bill, so we got that out of the way. You don't have to worry about that. But love the hat, love the
Yep.
shirt, love you repping the brand. We love having you on the platform and do a great job for us. So super proud to have you on there. The other thing is, I love all the pictures in the background. I know you went over with me a little bit on those, but I love when you guys set the scene and have checks and pictures. That's super cool. Just love seeing all that, and it's pretty cool to look back at all the different cars you've won and the races and stuff. That's got to be cool for you too.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Yeah, I bet. Even for you at a young age, it's pretty cool to see what all you've already won, and I know you got a bright future ahead of you. So we wanted to bring you on and talk to you. Obviously, you got you another Port City Raceway victory last weekend. You led that race from start to finish, if I'm not mistaken.
Yep.
I know we're going to take a little video of it here, but one of the things I wanted to mention to you, and you and I have talked about before, is I know you're super, super glad to see the tires back at Port City, aren't you?
Yeah.
I know we talked about that before, and I know you're good enough to run the berm and the tires, but I think one of your specialties, and we'll see a little bit of it here, is running the bottom and rolling it as good as you do, and I think that just kind of plays into your wheelhouse having the tires out there. But in saying that, I know we said you won this feature here that we got on the screen, led every lap of that race. I think you're getting more and more comfortable in the Sawyer car. I know that's multiple wins now. Tell us a little bit about that. Has it taken longer than you thought? What's the feel difference? But describe to our viewers kind of what you're going through right now, the first of this season, being in a new car running for Jason over there at JST Motorsports.
Yeah, it's taken a little bit, just had to get pretty comfortable. I felt like it came quicker than I really thought because I thought it was going to be a whole different ball game, but it really just it handles perfectly, and I've been great the whole season so far, so yeah.
Yeah, I really think even out of the box you were super fast. I think it was probably just a matter of more than anything, me not being in the camp and knowing all the details, but knowing how good you are in the car. I think for me, I was pleasantly surprised to see you like right out of the box. I think your dad and Scott and Jason, everybody there at JST Motorsports had you in a real good piece and had you real close from the beginning. But I know personally in talking to you and talking to Dad that there is a little bit of difference, and you are having to change your racing craft up a little bit. But I think all in all, I think that's just going to make you a more well-rounded driver going forward. Don't you agree?
Yep.
So I know we talked about that. We talked a little bit about your hand placement and your brakes. So there's just different things with different cars, right? But I know Dad had some experience back in the day running some Sawyer stuff, and then obviously in the driven stuff and the link stuff and all that stuff. But that's one of the good things we think about the micro scene right now is everybody's got their own package, right? And for you, it's not just a car. It's not just the driver. You got to have the right shock package. You got to have the motor package. You got to have the right feedback. And I think that's one of the things that's really exciting for us in dealing with young drivers like you is that's all the package that you're going to have when we're moving up. You're going to have the same process in the midget. You're going to have the same process in the sprint car. So at an early age for you to be able to adapt to different cars and different motor packages and different shock packages, I think that's just a feather in your cap going forward to be able to know that, hey, I have to maybe change my racing style up here a little bit or my driving style a little bit here, but for you to be able to adapt from car to car, that's super cool at a super young age.
Yeah, it's been pretty cool. You just have to adapt back and forth, and it really hasn't been bad for me. We've been pretty good in both cars.
Yeah, I think you have. I think one of the things that we kind of look forward to is kind of maybe seeing you run that pan-hard car maybe at some other tracks when you get out a little bit and kind of see if we get on a bigger, flatter surface, how it's going to feel for you versus the other cars. I know you've got a lot of experience over there at I-44 as well, which is I think sometimes can be a little bit more of a momentum racetrack than Port City. Do you feel that in the car? I mean, is that kind of what you think when you're rolling around the two?
Yeah, it's definitely faster or more momentum based track. You really like the middle is where it's at most of the time, but if sometimes the bottom gets rubbered up, but last time it like it rubbered up and then went away. Like it was weird. So then you like the bottom you just have to have like keep it straight and keep your momentum up in the middle, same thing. It's really just momentum there at that track.
See, and I love getting that feedback. I love hearing you say that, and I know everybody watching loves to hear that. You know, for example, we talked to Jet last week, and he was talking about. I don't know if you remember, you saw the race, but in one of the non-wing races, him and Chris Carroll got together, and it was basically because he got such a run coming off the top of two. But he was explaining to us that, and I wasn't familiar because I haven't been at a car in port, but he had mentioned that the exit of port really flattens out on exit. And I thought that was great feedback because obviously we don't know if we're not in the car. So those are the things I like that you can tell us about the different characteristics of an I-44 or what you tend to see or whatever, you know. Those are the things that we love to hear because as casual fans, we may not know those subtle differences that you guys have thousands of laps on the track can feel. And, you know, I just love hearing that. And I know I love talking to you about rolling the bottom because you're so good at it. You know, we talked about it earlier, and for you, a lot of it is about exit off of the corner, right? I mean, it's not so much rolling your entry back or worrying about that, but it's center off for you that makes you so good on the bottom and be able to roll the tires. I know your left front is right there all the time. Even in that last race we watched, you're pretty much pinned there, and it's not a whole lot of room for error. But I know you're super comfortable doing it. So I just want to, number one, thank you for taking the time coming on here and explaining to us. Obviously, we love want to do this more with you as we go along, and you get some more experience in the car and can give us some more feedback on how you're feeling. Obviously, you're already super fast. We know that. We're super proud of you for doing that. So, number one, want to thank you for coming on. Number two, obviously, we'll probably see you this weekend. We got a doubleheader coming up at Port City. I'm sure you'll be there both nights for that deal, won't you?
Yep.
Okay. Go ahead and let's give a thanks to everybody that's on the car and supports Ryker Jones Racing and kind of give a shout out to everybody that helps you.
Yeah, I'd just like to thank JST Motorsports, Car Fleet, Oil, Lyman Motors, FK, Scott Sawyer Innovations, Ultra Shield, and Lightning Weeds. My whole family, just everybody that helps me on the car, just Chad, Dylan, and Scott, all of them that they've done for me this whole season.
All right. Well, I love you being able to rattle those off, Ryker. It's so important, but it's also things that make you proud of. You know who's on your car, who's with you, and who's supporting Ryker Jones Racing. So, you know, I love you taking the time to do that, rattling them off. That's perfect. So, we'll let you go and get back to some iRacing, and then we'll plan on seeing you this weekend out at Port City.
Yep, thanks for having me.
All right, thanks, Ryker. We appreciate it, and we'll see you guys back on the next segment of On the Line.
Hey drivers, are you on DirtCrowd yet? It's actually been pretty cool. You get your own driver page where fans can support you one time or even monthly, and you keep 100% of the proceeds. They've already set up the support levels and you just customize them. You also get thank you cards, stickers, and hero cards with your QR code on them so fans can just scan and join. Support levels start as low as $5 a month. You can also earn by getting other drivers to visit your page and sign up under you. Join DirtCrowd today.